Okay. So we got it cut out. I think. Yep. There's the truck.
Welcome to Frozen Frontiers.
Hi there, and welcome back to another one. We're going to show in this video installing one of these guys and building an electrical room for the batteries. So I hope you enjoy. Sit tight. Should be a pretty quick one today. Alright, so we're putting in the pellet stove vent. I've got it marked out on where I need to cut out. I just need to use the plasma cutter here. Hopefully it's working. And cut it out. So I'm going to move these wires. Well, one of the wires. The other one's just going to have to go up further because it's the Starlink. Hey, buddy. Then start cutting. Get a little bit of this foam out of the way so that I'm not burning the house up while I'm doing this. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay. So we got it cut out. I think. Yep. There's the truck. Yeah, let's see if this fits in there now. This isn't the right side, but looks like it should fit in rather nicely. There's the other side, right there. Let's grab the other side. This one is longer, so it will tell us if it's gonna fit in there better. And you know what? It sure looks like it will. Looks like it'll fit in there nice and good. Only gonna know from the outside, of course. But yeah, looking good. Yeah, it went on there beautifully. I just need to get some kind of steel to go over this. Make this nice and good. And twist on the cap here. But yeah, it went on there really nicely. There's where I had the clamp for the plasma cutter. Let's take that guy off. Get it ready to go back inside. But yeah, the way that these work is they just twist on. So theoretically, this guy looks like I need some kind of something to go on there. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm just wrong. It just slides right over. So, I guess it would need to slide over because it's got, let's see what we're looking at here. So it slides over and it slides under. I just need to push it harder. I don't know. But yeah, it just slides on there, and this will be facing down. There's I thought that there was a vent on the bottom so that nothing could climb in. I'll have to put some mesh over this so that nothing can climb in and then get roasted up. So yeah, this just pushes on, and once this groove right here is over that part, can't really see very well because my hands are all tied up. But yeah, once this groove right here is over that part, it just clamps in. So yeah, I'll mess around with that and see if I can get it. All right, so here's what it looks like on the outside. I just have it coming straight out. If I do have problems with it making the outside of it look all sooty, I'll get a pillar that goes up. But this pipe's kind of expensive, so if I can get away with this, then that's great. But yeah, it's hooked onto there. It's running right now. I got some pellets to put into it. I need to get these stacked into a different location, easy to get to. But yeah, as far as the pellet stove goes, it looks like that's pretty much it. A little bit of finish work here. You can see that this is still exposed to the outside. I need to get some flashing. Probably just get some tin, because this part shouldn't be hot. Probably just get some tin to form around this and glue it to the wall. It's gonna have to be glued, and glue's gonna have to work because all the holes are in bad spots. Maybe I could go through there and just nail it straight to the house since the Bondo is gonna cover it up, but it seems like it's lit now. There's a lot more smoke coming out. But yeah, probably have to keep that window closed while this is on, which means I'm probably gonna have to extend it up further. Oh well, for now it'll work. But yeah, that's what we got going. Otherwise, have a great time wherever you're at. Yeah, it's putting out a lot of heat, like a lot of heat. And it just barely is starting, like it's still on stabilization. Got them all moved from the truck. It's 2,000 pounds. Gross. Yeah, I moved the whole pile of stuff that was right here and kind of organized it back here. I set up the shelves. Put some stuff on it. Now it's easier to get to everything. Duh. So we're building the room for the batteries right now. Just doing the framing. Figured I would do a little mid-project update because I had to stop yesterday because I put a nail through my fingers. So that was fun. Yeah, it hit a knot in one of these boards and ricocheted out and just went straight through the bottom of my middle finger and then out the top of my ring finger. That was fun. Cleaned it up, good to go. I've had my tetanus shots already, so not too worried about it. Everything works fine, bends fine, it's not bleeding anymore, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, so we've got the walls here. And I'm going a little bit short on the top because I'd like to put more insulation on the top. So a little bit short on the top. I'm gonna do a panel board for the bottom. It's back there, insulation as well. Until I get the blow-in insulation or the spray-in foam insulation, I'm just gonna use the fiberglass insulation. They don't ship that spray-in foam insulation to up here, so I'm gonna figure out a different way to get it here. But basically I'm just gonna put insulation in the sides. This room is 5 feet wide. Sorry, 5 feet long this way. And 7 feet wide from edge to edge. Right here to right here. So, should give me plenty of room to put batteries, probably 3 and then 3. I'll have the panel, the electrical panel, put in right here. I need to make sure that I've got the right size for it. But right now I've just got my batteries out here just on the floor. Generator, tank for the propane is right there. Generator's right on the outside. Wires just run through the wall. Once I get these walls finished, I'll put down the, well, I'll put the insulation in the walls and then put the insulation on the ground. The panel board's 8 feet, so I'm going to be able to cut it out and slide it into these notches a little bit. It'll raise the floor and it'll be kind of annoying to have a step in, but until I can get underneath the container, that's really the best I can do, which is still fine. So, yeah, we just need to build another 30-inch wall here, another 30-inch wall here, and then also do the bars above the door here. And yes, I know that this is not the way you're supposed to do framing for doors, but they're not supporting any weight on top of them except for the slide in that I'm going to do on top. Even then, they're not going to be supporting that weight at all. So yeah, I'll do some movie magic and you'll see the rest of it completed here pretty soon. You can see we got it finished framing. I was gonna make basically just like a frame wall and then lift it up and slide it in there. Then I realized that that end board, there wouldn't be really any use for it, and it just would be taking up space that insulation could be taking up. So I decided just to run the boards sideways like this. And then I can slide insulation up above. It gives me more space up above, and when I get the spray in insulation, I can spray up above. I think that this will work out better. And really, they're not supporting anything other than this side-to-side tension, but there won't be much of that. And I mean, I can pull on these walls and they don't budge, like, at all, so should be good. Now, I need to either put the insulation in or run some wires. I'll probably run wire, because I should do that before insulation. Or should I do it after? I should do it before. It's gonna be a lot easier. Okay. All right. So we've got electricity and got the light hooked up. There is one thing that is rather ghetto right now that I need to fix ASAP, because it's basically open wires. I'll just show you that in a second. But right now I only have this bottom plug plugged in. So I've got power to that. I need to buy all of the boxes that go here. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need 8, 9, and one for the ceiling. 10, one for the light that's gonna be on the outside of the door here. I decided to put this on the outside of the wall because I need insulation on the inside of this wall. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put insulation there. I had to put some boards here to fasten this guy to. But it's all open right now. I haven't put the panel on. I haven't popped out the things yet. So basically, this black wire right here is from the inverters in. So that wire comes from the inverters back there. Well, the inverter right now. There is 2, but I haven't hooked them up yet. There one's right there. Into the panel to a 30 amp breaker. That's 30 amps on each side. And that's all I'm going to be doing in and out for each side is just 30 amps. If it trips, then I might do more, but I don't think I'll need more than 30 amps on each side because the breaker box in my container doesn't even have 30 amps on each side anyway. So then 30 amps out. This feeds the whole panel. Because it's a dual side, you can see that it skips every one, meaning that if I were to put a dual on this one, it would provide power to that or take power from that. So power in, power out, power out, power out. I think I'm going to do power in on this side, power outs on this side. But who knows, maybe I'll block it off to where the bottom is power ins and the top is power outs. I don't know. Figure that out later. The ghetto part is this. And the reason it's like this because there's no more cable outside. It only made it that far. So I need to get a separate breaker box and put it on the wall up here, which is fine because, I mean, I'll be able to list what breakers are here for each container, or each house, but then I have an extra shut off spot. But oh well, it's super, super ghetto. I ran out of the blue fittings, so I had to rig something out, and I'm gonna replace that tomorrow as soon as I can go and get more of the blue flies. But yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. I've got power in here. I've got power in my house. I just checked. I do have Wi-Fi going, so the power is on. Now I just need to put insulation up and then put up plywood. So this whole area is just going to be plywood, and I need to get the boxes in too. But you know, it's coming along pretty good. It's a far cry from where it was yesterday. So anyway, hope you're enjoying. Have an okay. We're going to start putting the insulation in. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm just going to bring the whole roll over and just set it up on top. Let the roll be on bottom. and then roll them together. I'm gonna do the electrical after I put the insulation in, finish it up anyway. So yeah, let's get going. I'm gonna put you on the stand here. No, that's not ideal. All right. Wow, it's way less echoey in here now. So what we've got, the wall's insulated, the ceiling insulated. There's a couple little tiny spots I need to fill in, but I won't bore you with those. For the ceiling, at least for the ceiling, I'm gonna come back through and put some spray-in foam insulation, because right now above these boards there's no insulation, and that's gonna make it seep through pretty good. So I do have some electrical work to do still, so I'm not gonna do these panels yet because everything would just get in the way. Need to make sure that that doesn't slam into something it's not supposed to be into. But yeah, so I'll finish up the panel work here and then move the batteries put the walls on, move the batteries in, and then get those insulated just fine. So yeah, there's just a little bit of work I need to do for finishing up. But yeah, I won't bore you with those. That's what it looks like so far. So it's R13 on the walls, which is not as good as inside my house, but it's decent for out here, I guess. I only really need to keep this, and yes, I am sweating, it's quite warm. I only really need to keep this area out here above 0. These batteries just can't charge. below a temperature of 0, so I'll probably just have a heater out here that's just set to the lowest setting it can go, and it'll just keep it, you know, above freezing probably. So and that's not 0 Celsius, that's 0 Fahrenheit, so I just need to keep it above that. Shouldn't be too difficult to do, and I think R13 will be fine for that. If it's not, then I'll have to figure something out real quick, because I'm gonna have to have that done. So anyway, that'll be it for this portion of the video. The next portion of the video will be getting this completed. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this weekend, which is, I don't know, the weekend of the 9th or something like that. No, Monday is the 9th. So yeah, today's the 7th. Get this video uploaded. And then the next video will be this room finished, and probably putting the batteries on the wall and all the cabling for that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Wherever you're at, have a wonderful time. It's getting pretty close to the freeze up, so just getting ready for that. Anyway, have a marvelous afternoon, or evening, or morning, or night, wherever you're at.